They called my name after school again. Another note I couldn't explain. Bring the guardian, the teacher said. But fear was louder in my head. I dialed the number I knew by heart, but we were miles and moods apart. Then fate walked through our open door, and sneakers on the kitchen floor. You smiled like it was nothing new. Didn't know what I was about to do. I begged you softly, eyes on the ground, hoping you wouldn't let me down. It was the meeting you never knew would change my world the way it did. You thought you were helping a stubborn kid, but my heart was choosing you. You signed your name on a borrowed line and somehow rewrote mine. You were just being kind and true. In the meeting you never knew. Never knew. You sat there calm in that tiny chair, like you had all the time to spare. Answered questions, took the blame, protected me without a name. You ruffled my hair outside the gate, said study hard, don't stay out late. You called me little sister there, but my heart didn't listen. You walked away, I watched you go, holding feelings you'd never know. It was the meeting you never knew would turn a quiet seed. A simple act of standing in was everything to me. You thought it ended at that door, but I was wanting more. You were just passing through. In the meeting you never knew. Years went by and we drifted far, different streets, a different star. Misunderstandings built a wall. I tried not to feel it all, but I followed dreams across the miles to the city behind your smiles. No longer just a child in blue, but someone standing next to you. You looked at me like something changed, like love had quietly rearranged. It was the meeting you never knew that led us here tonight, from borrowed signatures and shy goodbyes to folding me just right. You thought you were my safe escape, but you became my fate. And now I finally tell the truth about the meeting you never knew. That meeting you never knew. I loved you in the quiet years, and every text I didn't send in, every time you called me kid, while my heart refused to bend. You carried burdens on your own, smiled like you were strong, so I stayed close. I stayed grown to prove where I belong. That meeting you never knew. That meeting you never was never just a stage of our story, finding its own way. You were saving me from trouble. I was falling for you. Not alone, forever started in a meeting you never Another note from school again. Bring your family black ink pen. My real hero wouldn't show. We were fighting pride in tow. Then you walked in calm and cool. Visitor in a noisy room. I tugged your sleeve, said please just this. You laughed and couldn't resist. You said alright, just this one time. Didn't know you'd cross that line. You said your name like it was small, but it meant the world to me, that's all. Borrowed brother for a day, standing in so I'd be okay. You thought it ended at the gate, but my heart had changed its place. You called me kid, you called me small, but I was feeling something more. You were saving me from the start. Borrowed brother, stolen heart. You walked me home beneath the trees, teasing me so casually. Study hard, you always said, while my thoughts spurred in my head. You never saw the way I'd stare, or how I'd search for you everywhere. You treated me like family, but I was guarding a secret quietly. I hit a beat, I played my part, a little sister, loyal heart. Borrowed brother passing by, didn't see the way I tried to grow a little taller fast, to make this feeling last. You carried worries I couldn't see, smiling stone so easily, while I was learning know. Borrowed brother, not anymore. I'm not that girl outside your door. I'm not the child you used to see. I'm who I've grown to be. You thought you were protecting me, but I was setting you free from the weight inside your heart that tried to keep us apart. You were my secret after class, my quiet wish that time would pass, to the day you'd look at me and see what I could be. Not a sister, not a face, not a memory of younger days, but the girl who stayed so true and fell in love with you. Here now, holding me like it feels right. No more pretending who we are. No more standing too far. You once signed for me in ink, now writing what we think. From that small and simple start, borrowed brother, stolen another warning written in red. Bring your guardian, the teacher said. I stared at the floor, didn't know what to do, until fate walked in, and it was you. You weren't meant to stay that day, just visiting, then on your way. But I pulled your sleeve with desperate eyes and asked you for a small disguise. You laughed and said, just this one time, didn't know you'd rewrite mine. We were pretending for the teacher, just acting like family. You signed your name beside mine, like it meant nothing to see. But while you were saving my story from trouble I couldn't undo, I was pretending for the teacher and falling for you. You sat too tall in that tiny chair, answering questions without a care. Calm and steady, warm and kind, while my heart was losing its mind. You walked me home beneath the sun, teasing me like I was young. You called me kid, you smiled so wide, it's something new was awakening inside. You thought it ended at the gate. I thought about you every day. We were pretending for the teacher, like nothing had changed. But every glance you gave me made my world rearrange. You thought I was just trouble, a sister in your view, but I was like something's new, like maybe you felt it too. No more pretending for the teacher, no more hiding behind the little girl you used to see. Oh, the past we left behind. You carried stones inside your chest, smile like you were strong. So I stayed close, I stayed true, to prove where I belong. You are my secret after class, the wish I made for time to pass, from borrowed rose and shadows lies, to love that slowly opened your eyes. I saw the way you tried to hide the lonely nights you kept inside, and all I ever wanted to do was stand there strong for you. It started pretending for the teacher, but now I understand. It wasn't just a single day, it was fate taking my hand. You thought you were protecting me like big brothers do, but from that moment in that room, I was always falling for you. Back in halls of after school, I played the part, I played it cool. You stood there laughing by the door, never knowing I wanted more. You called me kid, you fixed my hair, walked me home like you didn't care. You were just my brother's friend, but my heart knew where it would end. I hid my feelings in between homework pages and daydreams. From secret crush to city lights, from silent tears to sleepless nights, I carried you inside my heart, even when we were worlds apart. You never saw the way I grew from that shy girl who followed you. But love was patient, love was bright, from secret crush to city lights. Then distance built a quiet wall, missed calls, no calls at all. Misunderstandings in disguise clouded up our younger skies. But I chased dreams across the miles to the place behind your tired smiles. Not just a girl you used to know, but someone ready to let it show. You looked at me like time stood still, like maybe now you feel. From secret crush to city lights, we rewrote wrongs and made them right. Through every year we lost lost in space. We found our way back face to face. You carry storms I couldn't see. Smile strong so carefully. So I stayed close, I stayed true, just to be there for you. You were my hidden melody in every song I couldn't sing, the wish I kept so quietly through every change in spring. I watched you fight your battles alone, pretending you fight, but love had grown inside my bones, and I was done with hiding mine. From secret crush to city light, from childish dreams still holding time, from little sister in your eyes to love you can't deny. No more shadows, no more youth, just honest hearts and spoken truth. It started small, but now it's true. From secret crush to loving you. You used to ruffle up my hair, call me kid like you didn't care, walk me past the schoolyard gate, never knowing I would wait. You signed your name beside mine once, sat too tall in that small classroom. You were just helping for the day, but my heart had slipped away. You saw a girl too young to see the woman I would grow to be. It was the day I stopped calling you brother, the day my heart grew louder than fear, the day I looked at you and wondered if you could finally see me here. No more hiding behind that word, no more pretending it's nothing new. It was the day I stopped calling you brother and started loving you. Years went by, we drifted wide, distance and silence in disguise, misread lines and almost goodbyes clouded up our younger skies. But I crossed cities, crossed the night to stand beneath your office lights. No longer small, no longer shy, but ready to meet your eyes. You looked at me like something changed, like love had quietly rearranged. It was the day I stopped calling you brother, the day you saw I wasn't that girl, not the child you used to shelter, but someone who could hold your world. You carried burdens all alone, smiled like you were strong and fine, but I could see the weight you hold, and I wanted to make it mine. I loved you through the quiet, through every text I calling you brother, and you called me yours tonight. You stood so tall in my small world, laughing easy, calm and sure. Just my brother's closest friend, never knowing how it would end. You'd walk me past the schoolyard gate, tell me, kid, don't stay up late. You never saw the way I'd glow, just standing where your light would go. I was quiet, I was small, but my heart had felt it all. I was growing up in your shadow, learning love without a song, watching every step you followed, every time you came around. You were sunlight through my window, never meaning to, while I was growing up in your shadow, slowly falling for you. Slowly falling for you. You signed your name beside mine once, sat there like it was nothing much. But that small act, that single day, carried my heart far away. You called me sister, called me kid, never knowing what I had. Every smile you gave to me planted something quietly. You were never looking down, so you missed the way I'd grown. I was rolling up in your shadow, through the years and through the miles, holding on to every echo of your careless chance or smiles. Distance tried to dim the glow, misread words and silence too, but I was growing up in your shadow, still believing in you. Still believing in you. I saw the weight you wouldn't share, the tired look you tried to wear, like you had to stand alone, pretending you were stone. So I followed dreams to where you are, across the city, past the dark. No longer just the girl you knew, but someone strong enough for you. No more hiding in your shadow, no more standing far behind. I'm beside you in the city glow, with my heart no longer confined. You were once the one who saved me from trouble or fear, but I was growing up in our shadow, started in a classroom chair, with borrowed courage in the air. You signed your name like it was small, but it meant everything after all. You called me kid, you called me stay, walked me safely on my way. You never saw the way I knew my world was changing because of you. I was young, but my heart was sure, even if I had to wait for more. When my first love finally bloomed, it wasn't loud, it wasn't soon. It grew in silence, soft and slow. Through years you didn't even know, from secret glances after school to city nights beneath the moon. When my first love finally bloomed, it bloomed for you. Distance tried to make it fade, misread words and plans delayed. But every mile just proved to me you were where I'm meant to be. I crossed the city lights alone, not that little girl you'd known, but someone brave enough to stand and finally take your hand. You looked at me like something had changed, like time had gently rearranged. When my first love finally bloomed, it wasn't childish, it wasn't doomed. It wasn't just a passing phase, or hidden in my younger days. It bloomed through silence, bloomed through pain, through almost losing you. Stay the same, just a small part of your day. But love outgrew the fear inside, no more shadows left to hide. And when you held me close that night, everything felt right. When my first love finally bloomed, it stood beneath the city's glow. No more little sister rooms, no more feelings left below. From borrowed rose to open arms, from quiet hope to I love you. When my first love finally bloomed, it bloomed into you. Never saw the way I'd pause every time you said my name. You called me kid so casually, while my heart was not the same. I stood behind the easy laughs, behind the role I played, little sister in your eyes, while my feelings quietly stayed. Folded every word unsaid, like letters never read. It stolen glances every time I looked at you. Through the years and through the distance, through every almost goodbye, it was the love I kept quiet that never learned to die. You walked into that classroom once, signed your name beside mine. You thought it was a simple thing, but you rewrote every line. I watched you carry heavy days, smiling like you're fine. I wanted to hold a weight for you, but I stayed behind the line, afraid that if I spoke too soon, I'd lose you like a fading tune. It was a love I kept quiet, hidden in plain sight, in every text I didn't send, in every lonely night. Distance tried to blur your face, time tried to make it through, but silence only made it clear my heart belongs to you. I love you when you couldn't see the woman I would be, and you thought I'd stay the same, just part of family. But love grew taller than my fear, stronger than the past. And when I stood in front of you, I let it breathe and last. No more love I keep quiet, no more hiding truth, no more pretending I don't feel the way I always do. From secret crush to open hands, from maybe into true, it was the love I kept quiet. Now I'm giving it to you. Different streets, familiar air, your name still floating everywhere. City lights on rainy glass, like echoes of our younger past. I crossed the miles I used to fear, chasing dreams that led me here. Not the girl you left behind, but someone stronger this time. No more screens, no more space, just you and me face to face. We're rewriting us in the same city, turning distance into fate. Every silence once between us, now just led us to this place. From almost lost to almost ready, from what if to what's true. We're rewriting us in the same city, and I'm still choosing you. eyes hid. I see the way behind your smile, the battles you fought all the while. So let me stand where you stand weak, be the calm when you can't speak. We both were braver than we knew, just scared to change the view. Like love was meant to do. You once signed for me in ink, now we're signing what we think. No pretending, no disguise, just truth behind our eyes. The girl who watched you walk away is standing here today, not asking you to stay, but asking you to stay for me. Rewriting us with you. You packed your dreams in cardboard boxes, city lights in your tired eyes. I stood there small in summer silence, hiding storms behind goodbyes. You said study hard, don't miss me, like it wouldn't leave a scar. But you never saw the way, you had already gone too far. Miles grew quiet in between, but you still lived inside my dreams. Distance couldn't hide my heart, couldn't dim the spark in the dark. No matter how far you were never far from where I was. Through the silence, through the years, through the unanswered calls and tears. No matter where you start, distance couldn't hide my heart. We let misunderstandings bloom like shadows in an empty room. Words we didn't say out loud built a quiet, stubborn cloud. You carried burdens on your own, smiling like you were made of stone. pretending I knew what you mean. I wanted to be strong for you, but I was just a girl who grew. Distance couldn't hide my heart, even when we drifted apart. I followed dreams across the night to find you in the city lights. No longer smart, no longer shy, ready to look you in the eye. No more standing in the dark. Distance couldn't hide my I loved you in the quiet days, in every memory that stayed, and every time you called me kid, while I pretended I just did. But love doesn't disappear just because you're not near. Waits, it grows and learns to start stronger in the space apart. Distance couldn't hide my heart, couldn't silence what was true. From bottled rose and broken stars, said always love to you. Now I'm standing close enough to show you who I am. No more miles between our hands, no more baby, no more when. Distance couldn't hide my heart, it was always yours from the start.